Hey y'all, it's definitely Janae, and I'm back with another story time. And welcome to my channel. So, I know y'all haven't really seen me in a while. I mostly been like doing like vlogs or whatever. But I want to get back to telling story times. For one, like when I'm telling story times, I want to make sure that I set my camera up my phone up because I don't like it like being on the floor and all that extra stuff. And I'm trying to tell a story time. I want it to be face up so y'all can see me, because this is me. Because I look like this on camera, off camera, real life, whatever. I just want y'all to see like me. You feel me? So I know y'all haven't seen me in a while. I've been really extremely busy, working, and I just moved to Atlanta, so I'm new to the A. And I'm just, experiencing life and, just going through things, and life be life, and I ain't gonna life been life for a little few months, but everything's okay. I'm good. But yeah, so I'm back. This is gonna be a story time about how like a few months ago I met this girl from off Tammy. And I know what y'all like thinking, like, girl, Tammy, yes. Like, I done met two weird people off Tammy. Remind you, when I was back home, I never honestly got a chance to meet anybody off of there, because everybody that I would try to link up with on there, like, they wouldn't even really link up. Like, they would be, like, playing or whatever. But when I got down here, I'm like, okay, I started noticing different things. So anyways, like, I seen this girl on Tammy. I thought she was cute. I already knew it was something off about her, but y'all know me. Sometimes I can be naive and act like I don't see stuff before it happens. But here I am again, back in the same boat. So I met this girl of Tammy. We matched each other. She was like 28 and I'm 23. I'm now 23. Yeah, I'm now 23. I was 22 at the time, and she's still 28. I've had her blocked for at least, because let me see. I met her, because I came down here April the 4th, so I met her a month afterwards. So, yeah, I met her like in May. Because at the time, I was living in Decatur at the time. I was in Decatur with my peoples or whatever. And she lived in like Lithonia. So, we was, Lithonia and Decatur is like kind of like right next to each other. So they not that far. If you know, you know. So, I matched her. We ended up chopping it up, exchanging numbers, whoop, 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 and stuff like that. I noticed certain things about her pictures, but like I said, I didn't really pay it no mind, because this is the South, and I had to remember that sometimes. I be forgetting this is the South. So this is the South, so it's an open carry state. You don't gotta have a license to carry. You don't have to really, like, people just carrying, like, you feel me? It's damn near teens carrying, you feel me? So they carrying that pow, you feel me? So I'm like, whatever, I ain't even worried about it, whatever. So I was like, okay, maybe she just like, a sweetheart, whatever. You never know. So we exchanged numbers. We ended up talking on the phone. She asked me what I like to do, how old am I. Random things you start doing when you get to like the beginning of like the talking stage, like getting to know each other, conversating, woo, woo, woo. She told me a little bit about herself and stuff like that. This is the thing that got me. So she told me like she was recently like shot. I mean, not recently, but she told me like she was shot like last year, and she was shot like 3 times, like in her foot, her leg, and her stomach. So I was just in my head like, what the hell you doing for you to get shot 3 times? But I'm like, whatever, it don't even matter, you feel me? So she was like, hey, like, what you trying to do, what you like to do, and all that. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I want to go skating. Like, I want to go to Cascade. That's what I told her. I want to go to Cascade or somewhere skating here, because the skating rings here really be lit. Like, they be skating like it's the Olympics. Like, this bitch. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, I want to go skating. I want to see what the skating life is out here, you feel me? She all like, cool. So she hit me up, and she all like, hey, like, I've been busy and stuff like that, and I'm not gonna be able to take you skating. And if anybody know me, know that the number one thing with me is that time is important, okay? So I like to eat. I'm a big back skinny girl, and that's just facts. I love to eat. Food is my love language, but also, like, even if we're not going out to eat, we gotta at least spend some kind of time with each other. So I'm just like, okay, whatever, that's cool. So for some reason, every time we would try to link up, we both doing stuff. Like, we both, like, either at work or we doing this, we doing that. And this is never the right time. So, she was all like, you know, listen, like, why don't you just come to my house or whatever? You can chill with me and stuff like that. So, I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to do all that because I don't know you. All right. I'm like, y'all know how I am. But I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, I ain't going to lie. When it comes to girls, like, I be kind of, like, a little, like, real. You feel me? But I'm like, you know, sometimes I be dumb, but it's okay. So, anyway, so I'm like, yeah, I'm like, you know, whatever. I'm like, all right, I'll come over, whatever. So, ended up catching a bus. I had to catch, where was I coming from? Y'all, I literally, now that I think about it, I came from all the way from Amazon to go see this girl. Like, I caught, and I don't care about what nobody say, because at the end of the day, I'm from up north, so catching a bus is really like a really normal thing to me. Like, you feel me? And I don't drive. I still to this day still don't drive. Now, I'm in the process of getting my license though. So when I start driving, oh yeah, be prepared, because baby, I'm going to be acting up like it's nothing. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, so it's like I'm like catching a bus, like it don't. Like, some people just be like, oh, I could never catch the bus. Like, me, shit, you can't tell me nothing, because I'll hop on the bus real quick. But to each his own, I'm like, okay, whatever. So, I came from work. I caught, like, 2 buses. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Did I catch 2 buses? Yeah, I caught, like, 2 buses. I had got off, because I had worked at Amazon at the time. So, when I worked at Amazon out in Union City, if you know, you know, Union City, Georgia is, like, a bop. And when I say a bop, I mean far. So, it's far from, like, it's hella far from Decatur. It's like a 30-minute drive, but bus-wise, it's like, yeah. So, anyways, come from my job, hop on the bus, get on the subway, and when I say subway, I mean train, you know, for the ones that's, you know, not from up north, or, you know, they from the south, y'all don't really know the slang and stuff like that. But when I say subway, I mean, like, it can be 2 things. I can either be talking about eating Subway, or when I'm ready to hop on the subway, that means I'm ready to get on the train. You feel me? So, anyways, I'm ready to hop on the subway, you know, catch the bus, ready to hop on the subway, get off. What do I get off at the time? Oh, 5 Points. Girl, y'all listen, we not about to talk about 5 Points. But get off at 5 Points, catch the bus from there. Quit the, what was it, the 186? Quit the 186 to Finger Snapper. I'm not bad. I said it backwards. Snap Finger. So caught the bus, caught the 186 all the way to Snap Finger. I got off right there. And, you know, I had to cross the street or nothing, because the same bus that I took to go to her house was right, you know, right there. So all I had to do was go off the bus and wait on that bus, stop me on the next bus. You know, now that I think about it, I caught 3 buses to see this bitch, y'all. Y'all, please, like, do not. Them lot kids, y'all. We cannot beat this motherfucking team for shit. But yeah, so I'm like, okay, whatever. So hop off the 186 on Snap Finger. Get off. Oh, my bad. Get off right across the street from that Chipotle and that Chick-fil-A. Yep, got off right there. Is it a Chick-fil-A over there? Yeah, it is a Chick-fil-A over there. So, yeah. So, hopped on the 111. I think it was the 111 bus. So, I hopped on that bus. It took me straight to her. So, I'm texting her, and she ain't answering. So, I'm just in my head like, yo, like, I really caught 3 buses, a bus to a train to 2 buses to see this girl, and she's not answering. So I'm just in my head like, hold up, like, this gotta be a red flag or something. Like, what's going on? She ended up answering or whatever. You know, I be tripping. But she was like, oh, you here? She said, dang, I didn't think you was gonna get here that fast. And I said, yeah, because when I had hit you up, technically when I hit her up, I was already on the bus to take me to the bus that would take me to her crib. So I was already on it. But yeah, so, I'm like, okay. I met her at the store. I got some stuff. You know, I come in the house, you know, she welcomed me in. Hi, hello. You know, I spoke to her sister. Hi, hello. You know, she had a little poodle or whatever. Hi, hello. You know, she welcomed me in. She told me sit down, you know, make myself feel comfortable. I'm like, okay. So she had a swimming pool at her shit. And I'm like, oh, you got a pool? And she all like, yeah, like, you know, I'm like, oh, I want to get in the pool. She's like, okay, you know, we can get in the pool, whatever. She said, you want to go now? Like, when you want to go? I said, it honestly don't matter, but I do know I want to get wet. I do want to get wet. So I'm like, okay. So after that, her sister took us to the store because I didn't have nothing to swim in. Like, the stuff I had on, like, I was like, no, I'm not swimming in this, I ain't gonna lie. So I just needed some shorts and a tank top. So we went to the dollar store, got me cheap little shorts and tank top or whatever. Come back, we get in the pool, we chilling, we boo loving, stuff like that. Y'all, first of all, before we even do all that, we go and check out the pool. Because I honestly I never been in that area. So I'm like, you know, I want to see what it look like. So we go over there, you know, it's another girl over there. It's another gay girl, right? You know, the girl I'm with, she looking at me. And I'm looking at her, and she all like, yeah, because that girl better not try nothing while I'm with you, because I'll... And I'm just like, yeah, no. I'm like, okay, whatever. So anyways, go back to her crib, change, come back to the pool. You know, we in the pool, we boo loving, she taking videos of me, pictures of me and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, cool, that's, you know, this is, you know, kind of cool, you know. Boom, this is where stuff went left, right? So we go back to her crib. We watching, I'm trying to figure out what was we watching. We was watching Jeepers Creepers, y'all. The old Jeepers Creepers, like not the new one that just was made, like the old one, like 2001 old one, like 23 years old movie. Because I'm 23 and I was born in 2001. Oh, and let me just say this. If she would have had a car, I would have had her come get me. So, yeah. Because one thing about it and two things for sure, I'm not that green. Let me put it in you. Let me put it on you. Let me put it She's like, let me put it in you. And I'm like, I don't know. She said, just let me try. I'm like, all right. I'm like, all right, whatever. You feel me? So, y'all, she pulled out the strap, yo. The shit was probably like this long, and it was like this wide. So, first of all, immediately, I'm scared. Lord, I'm having a heart attack. Damn, this is some scary shit. First of all, I'm scared because it's like, from one, it looked to me, that shit is big as fuck. Like, to y'all, that's probably not big. Or to the, you know, lesbians that, whether you gay, bisexual, whatever, you know, it's women that's not gay that still take strap or whatever. But to me, in my head, I'm just looking like, bruh, like, that shit look big as fuck. And it kind of, like, made me nervous because I'm like, yeah, I wasn't expecting that. You feel me? You feel me? Like, yeah, so yeah, like, she pulls it out, and I open my legs up. I open my legs up, y'all, and I'm trying to figure out if we tried it from the front or the back first. But we tried the front first. I'm like, okay, let's try the front, right? And didn't work. I'm like, oh my God, I can't do this. So remind you, I wasn't even really that horny. Like, I was horny, but I wasn't really that horny, and I wasn't really that wet. So I was just all like, bro, this is gonna be an epic fail watch, yo. I'm like, bro, and I was like, okay, whatever. So she tried it again. Ain't work. I'm like, so she's like, all right, let's try the side. I'm like, all right, we can try the side. And nigga swung his body to the side, and you know,
so tight, the nigga swung his body to the side, and that's how my shit was.
So I'm like, okay, we ready to try the side. We tried the side twice. It did not work for me. Like, I'm like, bruh, like, she all like, what's wrong? And I'm like, bruh, I ain't gonna lie, I'm like, it's too big. I'm like, bruh, like, it's too big, like, and it hurts. Like, it's not, like, she all like, well, what's wrong? I'm like, bruh, it's too hard. Like, I don't know where you got the dick from, but it's too hard, and it hurts to me. Like, and then I feel like she was trying to rush into it, and I'm like, bruh, like, that shit really hurt to me. Like,
me have to sex you. Give me pum pum, girl. Give me pum pum, girl. Give me pum.
You can't do that to me. You feel me? You can put your fingers in me, whatever. Cool. But strap, like, that's way different. I'm like, you know. So eventually I just telling her like, yeah, just go off me. I'm like, you know, this not gonna work. She said, so you don't want to do it? I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, no, I'm not feeling it. It hurts and it don't make me feel comfortable. So she's like, okay, I'll respect that. So after that, we laid up and we fell asleep. It barely went in. It probably went in about this much. Like, I'm like, I don't understand. So, you know, she was just basically telling me like, you know, like I didn't like know how to react because I'm like, I don't know, she's like, you know, I never like been with a girl, or she said I never, you know, had sex with a girl that never had straight or never took some kind of penetration. You feel me? I'm like, yeah, I already said like I like sex, but I'm just not a penetration like with the straight kind of girly. You feel me? And I said I feel like this was like a bad time for us to do this because for one, you know, like, you feel me? Like you probably was just trying to get your rocks on, and I wasn't honestly really trying to do anything like I told you before I came here. And we talked about this a week before. Like, I really wasn't even trying to have sex with you. But it just happened. And she said, yeah, you right. So, some guy that's her brother or somebody she cool with ended up calling her. He's like, hey, where you at? This and the third. And she all like, oh, I'm in the crib. I'm this and I'm that. And I honestly had to be honest with her about a lot of things because at the end of the day, I can't sugarcoat some stuff. Like, some stuff I can be like, okay, I'm gonna let that slide. But certain things, I'll be like, okay. Like, when she, for example, like, she told me she make music, right? You know, I seen her channel and stuff like that. And when she showed me her music, I ain't gonna lie, like, I told her I did not like her music. Like, and that was just my personal opinion. It's probably only one particular song of hers that I like, but the rest of them is not good to me. You feel me? So when me and her got into it, probably like a few days after this, because I ended up leaving her house. And I tried to link with her again to, like, you know, see where we messed up at. But I was like, yeah, forget it. So, you know, after I had left her house, no, matter of fact, sorry, y'all. Before I had left her house, like I said, she was on the phone with her brother. And her brother was all like, oh, yeah, where's she from? Oh, yeah, she from Baltimore or something like that. And oh yeah, cause she gotta be a shooter and she this, and it was already throwing me off because baby, for one, I'm from the trenches, but at the end of the day, I don't gotta do shit that people from the trenches do. Like, you feel me? Like, I feel like I'm me, and I don't gotta be a certain way for me to be pertained as a black person. You feel me? Like, if y'all get what I'm saying, like, I just feel like I'm me. I'm a soft girl. I'm a dramatic girl. I'm just myself. Shit, I'll fight. Shit, if somebody come to me and they be like, bro, like, I'm ready to do this to you, I feel like I'm ready, I will zap out on you, you feel me? But it's all that, like, toting guns and all that, like, I don't even, you know, you feel me? That's just not me. That's just not the kind of person I am. Now, if you got your gun and you like to carry, you like to be flashy, that's cool. I've been around all that, seen all that. It don't really impress me, honestly. It just really just give me that sign to stay away from you. So, you know, she had her little thing on her, so she was, like, kind of flashy with it, too. And I'm just like, you know, like, yeah, like, you know, I know you gotta, yeah, but you don't gotta be flashy with it, you feel me? Like, I'm pretty sure if I had one, I would low-key be happy that I got one, but I wouldn't be doing too much with mine, you feel me? So that was another thing that threw me off. Like, you on the phone with this guy, and he's talking about, oh, yeah, because she gonna have to be a shooter or something. I'm like, hold on, wait, what? Have to be what? Because one thing about Journey is not doing nothing she don't want to do. So she was all like, yeah, like, you wouldn't be a shooter for me or something. And it's just all like, girl, first of all, I just met you and you asking me to be a shooter. What is you in? What is you in, baby? Because I don't even do all that, for one. Like, I'm a good girl. I stay in the house. You feel me? So it was just throwing me off. So after that, like, I told her, like, I don't like that. And she said, so, like, you wouldn't bust for me? And I'm like, why would I bust for you and I just met you 2 weeks ago? You feel me? I could see if you was my girlfriend. Now, if you was my girlfriend, I had no other choice. But why in your mind would you think it would be cool to say something just out of nowhere like that? You feel me? Because you probably out here doing reckless stuff. But I should have figured that when she said she got shot 3 times. But at the same time, I'm just like, bro, anybody can get shot, bitch. Like, I can literally walk down the street and get shot for no reason. Or I could be caught up in a crossfire. You feel me? So that don't technically mean that you in something. But, you know, like, I just had that gut feeling. But Anyways, so yeah, y'all. So after that, she ended up walking me to the bus stop, and she was basically telling me like, listen, like I ain't gonna lie, like I really want to fuck with you, but I feel like you don't wanna, take me serious, and I feel like, you judging me. And I said, I ain't judging you. I'm just telling you what I see and what I'm not fucking with. And I said, I ain't gonna lie, like I don't fuck with the lifestyle you live. You feel me? Like you gotta do what you gotta do. You feel me? People gonna have to do what they gotta do. But don't try to make it seem like you gonna drag me into something. And I just wasn't fucking with it, because at the end of the day, like, I got a lot of things going on with myself, and I don't want to put myself in predicaments where like it can cost me my life. It's already like kind of like bad enough that, first of all, for one, I'm a female and I'm black, which means that the system is fucked up, which means that they don't give a fuck about us. I can get raped, shot, kidnapped. They ain't coming to look for me. We all know that. Come on. We all know that. So I don't even want to like say it to be mean or anything, but it's just like, you just not my cup of tea. Like, you just already like kind of throwing me off. And not only that, like the strap was bad. The strap was bad, baby, and I'm just not fucking with it. Like, it just wasn't it. You was trying to get your little quickie on, and I guess she thought I was lying when I told her that like I don't do strap, and I guess she thought I was lying, but I don't got nothing to lie about over here. I'm a grown ass woman. I'm 23 years old. So yeah, like I would never be ashamed of anything. So yeah, so like I said, she walked me to the bus stop. She told me like, I feel like, I like you, but you're not really like it's like she said, you got a lot of thinking to do. It's like you questioning me, you judging me. I said, it's not that I'm judging you. I'm just telling you things that I wouldn't do. And I'm just telling you things that I don't like that you doing and saying. Like, you feel me? I said, you can do what you want to do. But respectfully, I don't want to deal with the shit that you come with. And that's facts. And that's facts, because for one, baby, you ain't even take me out or nothing. Like, you just wanted me to come straight to your house. I should have already known, like, you just trying to crack. But like I said, Janae can be, a little stupid at times, you feel me? But yeah, so after that, I got on the bus, went home. She called me, right? She called me, and she said, I would completely understand that if you don't want to ever talk to me again. I understand what happened last night. Like, cause after that situation, like, she apologized because she genuinely felt like she was forcing herself onto me. And I told her that, like, I'm like, bruh, like, I feel like you was just too, like, pushy with it. You feel me? Like, chill. But so you just we ended up, conversating about it again, and I just ended up telling her, like, yeah. So she said something else to me, and it kind of like really triggered me. And she was like, oh yeah, because she was like, is you really from Baltimore? Because I don't really know nobody that's from Baltimore that's not with the shits. And I'm like, what do you mean by that, girl? Like, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Like, I was kind of like getting irritated, because I'm like, where's this coming from? She said, yeah, because I'm from the streets and I'm from the trenches. I'm like, okay, I am too. Like, what else is we gonna talk about? She's like, yeah, because you seem like you da-da-da, and you this. I said, no, I'm just me. I don't feel like I'm just Janae. You feel me? So it's just like, it's simple for that you trying to say that I'm not from a certain place because I don't do certain shit. It's crazy to me, because I know plenty of girls from Baltimore that don't even get into shit. Like, it's like, I'm like, bro, first of all, girl, you don't even know nobody from Baltimore. Like, let's just keep it real. I ain't gonna lie, most of the people that live in Georgia or Metro Atlanta, most of the people that live up here is either from Alabama. Some of them from New York. They from Florida and South Carolina. Like, it's not like, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's, it's a few people from Baltimore that's moving down here, but it's really not that much of a lot of North people up here. It's mostly people from the South that's just moving to another different part of the South. That's just that. Like, it's not really a lot of people from up north up here. Sorry, but it's just not. But y'all, like, after that, like, I really just cussed her out because I'm like, bitch, first of all, you think because you got shot, like, that's cute. Like, that's not cute. Like, you know, you shot at somebody and then they shot at you back. And it could have cost you your life, you feel me? And God forgive me, but it's just like, you know, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, but it's like, bitch, how you mad at me because I said I don't want to fuck with you because you doing shit that's wild. Like, that's wild. That's just that. Like, you feel me? But after that, I just really just stopped talking to her, hung up on her, blocked on everything. She ended up calling me through a no-caller ID and through a Gmail. She all like, I'm trying to figure out why you blocked me, why you upset. And I said, because you're basically trying to say that I'm not a stereotypical black person. Like, you trying to say, like, I'm not from a certain place because I don't do certain shit. Like, that's what you trying to say. And I'm not for the bullshit, respectfully. You feel me? Disrespectfully. So she was all like, I mean, like, she said, no, I'm not saying that. I said, girl, that's what you basically saying. Because, baby, I know plenty of girls from the hood that's never been locked up. Never even been in a fight. No, I ain't gonna lie. I've been in a lot of fights. But I know plenty of girls that's been, like, locked. I know plenty of girls. My bad. I know plenty of girls that's, like, from the hood that's never been locked up, never been in trouble. Like, they just really to themselves. Like, some people are just genuinely to themselves. And they just don't feed into certain stuff. Like, they just don't do certain things. Like, you feel me? And that's okay. Like, be yourself. And I said, I feel like that's the problem, like, kind of with our community for real. Like, I feel like when you don't do certain things that everybody else do, they make it seem like, oh, you not black or you not from the hood. Like, girl, what, is you crazy? You want to see my throwback pictures? Sign out. But for real, like, what? Like, is you crazy? Like, so after that, I just was like this, whatever me and you got going on, like, this not gonna work. And I wish you nothing but the best in life, but this is not gonna work. And after that, hung up on her and I blocked her again. And I ain't never speak to her after that. And then I had got me a new little shorty, but, you know, I ain't gonna tell the story time about her because I ain't gonna lie, that was my baby. So, but anyways, this is the end of the story time. Thank y'all for tuning in. I will be back with more. Mwah.